Begin standing, pushing your hips forwards, backwards to the right, doing gentle hip circles round and around. And to the left, backwards and to the right. Using your full hip movements, circling around and around. And reverse the other way. And breathe. Widen your legs, going into a squat and raising back up, going down and raising up, going down and raising up. Try not to fall over, going down and raising up again. Lowering down into a squat, raising your arms up, and going into a gentle lunge position on both sides while both your arms are up. Squatting down, lunging forward, and lunging to the other side. And squatting again, and repeating this motion. Make sure to be careful so you don't fall over. Raising your arms up, squatting, and repeating again. Take this movement as slow as you need. Reaching your right arm over, and switching hands. Reaching over your left, and back to neutral. Repeating this motion on the other arm again, and back to neutral. Maintaining a straight back at all times. Place your yoga blocks in front of you while your legs are wide apart. Use them to balance while you gently do light side lunges from right to left. Maintaining a straight back and your hips are pushed down towards the ground. Walking the blocks a little bit further out each time. Pushing down into the ground, bending your knees slightly. And bending forwards just a little bit. Forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Fully feeling the tension in your hips. And reaching down to the ground. Sitting on your yoga blocks. Place both feet to the side. Sit in a straddle position, using your elbows to push your knees and thighs out to widen the legs and releasing. And pushing out. Holding that and releasing. It's okay if you don't have yoga blocks available. You can do this movement sat on the ground or on top of a pillow. Thrusting upwards with your hips and moving on towards the ground. Lie down on your back. Raise your knee in and do hip circles with your right leg. Going up and around and back to starting position. Fully engaging your hips each circle and reversing the circular motion, bringing it up and around and in, down and around and in. Fully engaging the movement of your hips and increasing hip mobility each time. And repeat on the other leg and around, up and around and circling, using this motion and reversing. And around and around and around. And staying, raise both knees up, making sure your tailbone is still on the ground, opening your knees up gently and closing your legs together. Opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing. Using one leg now, moving your left out and back together, and both at the same time. Back to single, left leg and together, left leg and together, left leg down and back up, and place your feet flat on the ground. Bringing your knees out and rocking up towards seated. Straighten your left leg while sitting on your back, also known as a one-legged frog position. Straighten your leg and gently rocking backwards and forwards, using your hands for stability. Backwards, flexing your foot, and going forwards. I'm flexing my foot because this ankle has had a lot of injuries and I always get pain if I point toes out while my leg's straight. So if you can point your toes, that's perfect. If not, feel free to flex it just like me. And swap legs. Rocking backwards and forwards. Engaging your hips. Building the movement and the mobility. And perfectly opening your hips for your middle splits. And releasing. Sitting on the yoga block again, but just one this time. Straighten both legs while sitting on the yoga block. And lean forward towards the other yoga block that you are using for balance, pushing your hips in, arching your back, repeating this movement to get down further the ground. And gently just sitting here, getting comfortable in your middle splits position. Reach towards your right leg. Place your left hand on the back of your head and reach it over, while your right leg is touching your right ankle. And repeat on the other side. And reaching over. And releasing. Pushing your hips forwards, pushing further down, holding this position, walking your yoga block out so you can move further down towards the ground. And releasing. Bringing your right leg in, placing the yoga block next to your left foot and reaching over with your right arm. Feeling the stretch in your torso and your shoulder. And reaching as far down as you can go. And release. And repeat on the other leg. Bring your left leg in and reach over towards your right leg. Using your yoga block to balance you. And breathing. And releasing. And sit in a butterfly pose with the yoga block in front of your feet. And use that to balance you and reach further forwards. Pushing your hips forwards, fully engaging your hips and maintaining a straight back, and releasing. Removing the yoga block you were sitting on. And bringing your right leg on top of your left thigh. Placing a yoga block underneath for support. And the other yoga block goes next to your left foot. And fully feeling the stretch in your hamstring. Reaching down towards your left leg. Pushing in with your hips. And reaching forwards. And just breathing in this stretch. And placing the yoga block under your left, repeating on the other side. And fully feeling the stretch. And reaching towards your right foot, pushing in with your hips. Moving yoga blocks slightly to the left and reaching down. Pushing in with your hips. And on the opposite side and reaching down. And releasing. Now going in a 90-90 position, twisting your knees from side to side. And each time you get to the side, push your hips in, activating your hips and your glutes. And increasing your mobility and increasing your hip mobility each turn that you do. Right, with your legs wide apart. And keep your yoga block in front of you. Both yoga blocks if you have to. Put your feet as wide apart as possible in your middle splits, pushing your chest and hips in and arching your back. Using the yoga blocks to balance your hands. If you can, then place your yoga blocks further out. Arch your back, push your hips in. Arching your back and pushing your hips in. Arching your back and pushing your hips in, making sure to get deeper each time. Place your forearms on your yoga blocks and just lean forward. Get used to this position for your pancake splits. Maintaining relaxed muscles while holding this position. Reach your legs together. Standing up with your legs wide apart. With straight legs, place your yoga blocks in front of you and just hold this position of your hips bent down. Now gently move from side to side while balancing yourself on the yoga blocks. Going into a slight side lunge, but not too deep. And just going from right, center. And if you can, go further down towards the ground. Widen your legs if you can. And just get lower towards the ground, feeling the comfort of side splits. Move the yoga blocks to your right leg and push towards the ground with your hips. As far as you can possibly go, as far as your body can handle. Back to center and towards the left, and repeat on this side. Make sure you're maintaining a straight back and pushing your hips towards the ground. Back to center, placing your forearms on the yoga blocks and going deeper into the middle splits. We're not going all the way towards the ground. And gently, slowly going back to standing. And now we're just going to do normal folds and then push our hips forwards. And push your hips. And leaning forward. Pushing your hips, arching your head back. And pushing your hips. And arching all the way. reaching up and over your head with your right arm. Reach as far as you can go. And repeat on the other side.